Hey y'all, I'm Abby, More Than Just Skin, and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm thrilled you took some time out of your day to spend a little bit of time here with me. Today's video is one of my favorite subjects of all time, and that is a red lip. I love an excuse to wear a red lip. I would probably wear a red lip almost every day, except for a couple of issues with a red lip. I find that a lot of them are not easy to wear. I find that they end up all over my face in one form or fashion. I find that they smudge easily. I find that they don't stay on my lips well. And I just find that they're not always the easiest to wear. So I've picked out a few from my stash, and I'm going to tell you some of them are easier to wear, some of them maybe are not so easy to wear, but I still love them all the same. I feel like this is a perfect time to be doing this type of video, because what better time of the year to wear a red lip than in the month of December? And I have to say that I have been rocking a red lip pretty much for the past full week in one form or another. So I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to show you some of my faves. And if you're interested in this type of video, hit that subscribe button, and here we go. And I want to go ahead and show you, look at my hand. It is already stained because I started swatching some of these as I was pulling them out and deciding which ones I should use, because some of them were a little bit similar, and figuring out which ones I wanted to use. And you can see my hand is stained, so I know my lips are going to be stained after this, and they are probably going to be not in the best shape. But I will tell you this color that I have on my lips right now, I have been wearing constantly. I wore it all day today to work, and I really do love it, and I've really been wearing it ever since I got it. And the color is 15 Wild Ginger by Tom Ford. I really don't consider this a red. In all honesty, this is kind of an orange. But it's definitely like an orangey red. And y'all, the reason I'm loving it is so easy to wear. I haven't been wearing a lip liner with it. It goes on so creamy, but it stays put. And not only does it stay put, but it wears off well. It doesn't really wear off patchy. It just kind of fades. And so, like, I put it on this morning. I went to work. I wasn't able to really touch it up from about, I would say about, when I applied it, about 6 till really about 3, drinking constantly. I didn't have a lunch break, but drinking constantly. And when I got back in the car and I looked at it, I was like, dang, this really looks good. And I started to just film this video with it being kind of faded so you could see how well it fades. But it's so pretty. So this is it on my lips. I will do a swatch right there. So that is Wild Ginger by Tom Ford. Okay, next up is definitely a pinkier red, and this is new to me. This is number 21, Wildflower by Origins. This is one of their new lipsticks, and it's really pretty. It's very creamy. You can see how much pinkier it is there. It's very creamy, but one thing I do want to tell you, this is one of those red lipsticks, and I'm looking at the mirror here, and I'm putting my mirror closer to me so that I can really see. This is one of those red lipsticks where I feel like you need a brush. This is a Real Techniques detailer brush, and this is where you need to clean up and really smooth out those edges. Because this is so creamy, it tends to kind of migrate a little bit from the lip. So this brush is very important, and I just kind of wipe off the tip and go in. Let's see if you can see me. Hold up my mirror some. Go in and clean up just around the corners. So, but yeah, this is really pretty. Like I said, super creamy, will stay creamy. The only complaint is that it does kind of migrate and you have to touch it up. If you need to touch up even more than that, you can also take a concealer pencil. That's what I like to use with a bold lip. This is the one by Nude Sticks Light 3. And you can just kind of clean up around those edges. And I think it really makes a big difference. The next color is something that I reserve not only for the holiday season, but really like for Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or a holiday party. because it's a metallic red. This is not something you're gonna put on and wear, or at least I'm not gonna put on and wear all the time. And this is the shade Aurora by Kat Von D. And I'm going to look, I hope that this is still available. I think it is gorgeous. I think it just screams the holiday season. You can see it's kind of more, I would say a little bit more orangey red, but it has that metallic that is just so fun and unusual and just is perfect for holidays. So yeah, this is Aurora by Kat Von D. Okay, so here recently, and I've been wearing it a ton this week, I got this shade by Lisa Eldridge, and this is Velvet Jazz. This is a very deep red. I have been really on the hunt for a good deep red. This is what it looks like swatched right here. It is not what is on my lips right now because I did not even put this on, and I'm not really even including it in this video, even though I love it because it's unavailable, it's sold out, and she doesn't even think she's gonna restock. And I'm sad because I love this formula so much and it wears so good that I want the other two colors now. But the color that I have on is by Buxom, and I have fallen in love with Buxom lipsticks, and this is one of their matte lipsticks, and this is called Ruby Temptress, and I'm going to swatch it beside there. It's a little tiny bit different, maybe not quite as deep is the one by Lisa Eldridge, but I think it looks just as good on the lips. It's a little bit creamier, so it's not actually, it's probably a lot creamier, so it's not, it still has that ability to migrate around, so you do have to kind of pay attention to it, which is something that I'm not fond of. Again, your pencil, you can definitely clean up around the edges, you know, to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, I think that this color really is good, and I'm actually going to take this off and show you another option that I think is similar in color as well as to that one of that Lisa Eldridge put out. Okay, this next one, and as I swatch it on my hand, it actually might be identical to the one by Lisa Eldridge. This is a shade that y'all I have had since college. Now I haven't had the same tube. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that. This is actually a fairly new tube, but I've had this color since college, and this has been kind of like my go-to red. Like I said, I love a deep red. It's one of my favorite colors to wear, and this is Dubonnet, an amplified lipstick by MAC, and it looks like this. And y'all, I swatched it, and I wanted to swatch it down here so you can kind of see, okay, you've got Lisa's here, you've got the one by Buxom, and then Dubonnet. I think the Dubonnet is really spot on. Again, this one is creamier than Lisa's. It definitely does sit a little bit after, I mean, of course I just applied it, and it will set a little bit. I do find that more than Lisa's, I have to go in with my brush and clean it up a little bit because it will migrate because it is so creamy, but it feels really good on the lips. And y'all, this color, I just think it's really gorgeous. So yeah, if you were wishing you would have gotten Lisa Eldridge, this dark color, and hers, like I said, this is the Velvet Jazz. Like I said, she had Velvet Morning and then maybe Velvet Joy. I wish I would have gotten all of them because it is such a great formula, but I didn't, so I'm moving on. But this one is great, and I would highly recommend it, and it is Dubonnet by MAC. A red lip that probably needs no introduction. This is definitely a little bit lighter than the last ones, not quite as deep of a red, but still a gorgeous red, a little bit deeper than what I would consider a true red, is Cruella by NARS. This is a velvet, I believe it's called a velvet matte lip pencil. It has serious lasting power. You could probably apply this in the morning, and if you don't mind, it definitely is going to dry down some, but it will last. And this is it right here, swatched on my hand. So you see we're getting a little bit lighter, similar in shade probably to the one by Buxom, the Ruby Temptress. See if you can see it. The Ruby Temptress by Buxom, but that's it right there. So yeah, this is Cruella by NARS. This next one is what I consider to be a true red. I wear this one a ton. Okay, so if you've been watching me for a while, you will know I hate liquid lipsticks. I truly do. I hate them. This is the only liquid lipstick that I will wear, and every time I wear it, I love it. I do not love the formula. It's drying down right now, and I hate the way it feels. But y'all, look at this lip. This lip is the perfect red lip. You put it on, boom, it stays. It's gorgeous. you kind of have a trade-off of the fact of how it feels. But every time I wear this lip, I get compliments. And here it is right here. It is just gorgeous. And what I'm talking about, let's talk about what I'm talking about. This is Kat Von D Outlaw. Absolutely gorgeous, perfect red lip. If you are looking for one good red lipstick, especially if you don't have an aversion to liquid lipsticks like I do, go get your hands on this one. It is so, so good. Okay, so this next one, if you're thinking, I want a good, solid red lipstick for the holiday season, or just to have, I mean, I think every woman in their collection needs to have a good, solid red lip that you can throw on with a little black dress or some jeans and a t-shirt and some mascara and maybe a little highlight and bronzer, and boom, be out the door and looking glamorous, okay? This is the one you need to go and get. And it is a matte formula, and it's Russian Red by MAC. And the reason I'm saying go get this one is because now you can get them in these little bitty sizes for like $10. And what else is perfect to just go in your clutch or even in your pocket for that matter? It looks like this. This is it swatched. You can see the similarities between this and Outlaw by Kat Von D. I mean, they are so incredibly similar. It's very hard to even tell. This might be a smidge deeper. It's very hard to even tell a difference. So if you do have a problem with the liquid lipstick, you can get this in the matte formula. It definitely dries down some, but not to where it's uncomfortable. And I don't really think it migrates too much on your face. It looks like it has staying power, and it just looks good. So this is Russian Red by MAC. Okay, so if you're wanting something even more matte and a little bit brighter, you can go with a retro matte lipstick, also in the small size by MAC, and this is Ruby Woo. Now let me tell you the reason this made the, and I will show you, I swatched it right here. The reason that this made the video and is one of the ones I like so much. I feel like this consistency has one of those kind of lived in looks. Like, it doesn't go on creamy at all. It's almost hard to apply because it's so matte. Now, it doesn't feel too matte on the lips. To me, it looks like the edges are kind of softer. So even if you were to take your finger, you could take your finger and dab it. And even make it look even softer. So it kind of gives that, don't want to be smudged all out, but it kind of gives that lived in, I've been kissed type of look that I love. And so I think that if you're wanting that kind of look in a red, this is the way to go. And so like I said, this is Ruby Woo Retro Matte, right? Retro Matte by MAC. So yeah, so those are my choices for the red lip, and kind of some advice on how to wear them as far as cleaning it up around. Also, it's good to keep your lips exfoliated. It's good to keep them hydrated. I also, while I probably will rock a red lip with most any look, I like kind of a neutral eye. This is a little more of a bronzy neutral eye, but you could even go with something much lighter than this, just a little bit maybe in your crease, and throwing on some mascara and eyeliner. I will say this, sometimes I feel like a red lip can make me look washed out, so the key is to bronze. Bronze up your cheeks, get you some definition, and it will take you a long way. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. I would love to see you back here on a regular basis. And as always, I hope this video finds you having a fantastic day and a great week, and I will see you all soon. Bye, y'all.